Have you ever noticed? Some people don't have to say much. They don't have to brag. They always draw people's attention. They're not loud, and they don't show off, yet they stand out. It's not that they're more intelligent. It's because they think differently. At school, we're taught how to remember knowledge, how to get high scores, how to follow a pattern. But in the real world, to stay steady and go further, you need to learn something different. It's the art of thinking deeply and quietly. Real intelligence isn't about IQ. It's not measured by your degrees or the number of books you've read. It lies in how you handle the things others overlook. Small thinking habits that keep you sharp and more adaptable than 90% of people out there. Small shifts in your thinking, if you train them, you'll find yourself moving faster. And most importantly, you won't get caught up in all the nonsense around you. In this video, I'm going to share 5 quiet mindset shifts with you. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated, yet extremely powerful. It doesn't make you better than others, but it will definitely set you apart. You don't need to push yourself just to outdo others. All you need is to learn to think differently. Now, let's get started right away. Don't argue just to win, argue to understand the issue. Arguing is a common part of everyday life. Whether it's friends, coworkers, or family, differing opinions can lead to arguments. But it's not about right or wrong. It's about what you're arguing for. Most people argue just to win. They want to assert their ego and always be right. They want the outcome to be that the other person loses. Because the goal is to win, they're willing to attack every issue. But there's another type of person. They don't argue to win, they argue to understand. They don't care who's right or wrong. They care about why you think that. When smart people argue, they don't make the other person feel attacked. They make the other person feel heard. And it's that sense of safety that makes the other person open up. At that point, the conversation is no longer a battlefield, but a place of discovery. Smart people solve problems by untangling each knot together. So next time you get angry, pause and ask yourself, do you want to win or do you want to understand? You'll be surprised to see that the less you try to be right, you'll actually get closer to the truth. Don't look at it in isolation, look at the whole process. You failed a test. You got rejected when you confessed your feelings. You've been hitting the gym all week, but your body hasn't changed at all. And then you start to think you're not good enough. I might as well quit. It's not worth the effort. Most people tend to react like that. They see a single failure and immediately tie it to their self-worth. They see one setback as proof that they're not good enough. But the problem isn't the situation, it's our perspective. People who think differently don't stop at the outcome. They don't stop at asking why they failed. They question things more deeply. They don't see it as the end. They see it as just a small part of a bigger picture. A low test score could be due to an ineffective study method, lack of sleep, an unstable mental state, or just a bit of bad luck that day. Whatever the reason is, they don't judge themselves. Failure is not a personal judgment. It's data and feedback to adjust your approach. They don't get knocked down by a few setbacks. When you know how to step back and see the bigger picture, you'll see that results are built from a chain of actions. Those who think differently aren't smarter, just more composed. They don't let themselves get stuck on every setback. They always look further ahead and go further. Emotions take control. There's a very common kind of exhaustion that no one names. It's the exhaustion that comes from things beyond your control. What do others think about you? Is tomorrow going to be a bad day? A mistake someone else made that you have to deal with? Those things, though invisible, still wear down your mind. Most people get trapped in that loop. They lose sleep over what people say behind their backs. They worry all week about things that haven't even happened. They get frustrated when others don't behave as expected, even when they know the answer will never come. What about those who think sharply? They don't waste their energy on things beyond their control. It's not that they don't care, they just know worrying won't help. And if the answer is yes, they take action. That's where the difference lies. Most people get swept up in their emotions and fall into a cycle of helplessness. Meanwhile, those who stay clear-headed keep their breath steady and move forward proactively. And in a world full of chaos, it's a silent strength that nothing can shake. Being able to stay silent is a kind of intelligence. Not everyone who stays silent is weak. Not everyone who speaks a lot is strong. In today's noisy world, Silence can sometimes make you stand out the most. Most people are afraid of silence, so they fill it with words and rushed actions, even though those things aren't always necessary. And they end up losing their calm when all they needed was a brief pause. Deep thinkers are the opposite. They don't rush and they're not afraid of silence. They allow it to unfold and simply observe. They let others reveal themselves without interrupting. They are selective with their words and speak only when it matters. The deeper a person is, the less they speak unnecessarily. It's the right silence at the right moment is what makes them trustworthy and admirable. Normalize the reaction. There are situations in life that make us react instinctively. When someone says something irrational, we instantly argue. When things don't go our way, we respond with attitude. When someone treats us badly, we instantly want to retaliate. Because of that, many people lose themselves. But for those who are mindful, it's different. They don't react immediately, they observe. They always stay calm and gather information, because they understand that when they overreact, they are giving away their power to someone else. Silence in observation is not avoidance, and it's certainly not weakness. That's how you see the true nature of the situation. You don't need to know more than everyone else. You don't always have to be the best, or even the one who stands out the most. You just need to think a little differently. And when you face failure, don't be so quick to blame yourself. Instead, take a look at the whole system.